The Air Force bombed a meeting of senior leaders of the terror regime in Sanaa. At that very moment, they were watching a speech by the Houthi leader, Abdul-Malik al-Houthi. In every speech, he threatens to strike Israel and wipe it out.
Our military approach to targeting the Israeli enemy, whether with missiles, drones, or the naval blockade, is a continuous, steady, and escalating one.
These are days of great achievements, but also days filled with challenges. In a joint operation by the Shin Bet and the Israeli army, we succeeded in bringing back the bodies of 2 of our abducted martyrs to Israel for burial in the homeland. I am speaking of Idan Stevie and Elon Weiss. May their memory be blessed. This operation reflects our commitment to bringing back all our abductees. I remind you that, so far, we have retrieved 207 of them, including 148 alive. We will bring them all back, both the living and the fallen alike. In another joint operation, the Shin Bet and the Israeli army attacked Hamas spokesman, the spokesman of the murderous organization of evil, Abu Obaida. We do not yet know the final outcome, but I hope he is no longer among us. I note that no one from Hamas has come out to speak about this. The coming hours and days will make things clear. For some time now, I have been telling you, and the people of Israel as well, that the Houthis will pay a very heavy price for their aggression against the state of Israel. Last Thursday, I ordered the Israeli army to strike the terror government in Yemen. The Air Force bombed a meeting of senior leaders of the terror regime in Sanaa. At that very moment, they were watching a speech by the Houthi leader, Abdul-Malik al-Houthi. In every speech, he threatens to strike Israel and wipe it out. They even inscribed this promise on their flag. But that promise will not be fulfilled. Our promise, however, to strike their terror regime with increasing force is being fulfilled, and it is being fulfilled clearly. In a deadly blow, the Israeli army eliminated most of the Houthi government and a number of their senior military commanders. I also remind you that a full coalition of world countries has acted against them. But we are doing what no one before us has done. And this is only the beginning of striking the senior leadership in Sanaa. We will reach them all.
The martyrs, as is clear, are government officials serving ministers. The entire list of martyrs includes ministers working in civilian capacities. The Israeli enemy, with its criminality and brutality, even targets children, women, and unarmed civilians. Therefore, this crime of targeting ministers and civilian workers adds to its criminal record throughout the region. This great sacrifice for the sake of God Almighty will not affect our country's position, either officially or popularly, and will not lead to retreat, weakness, or debility. On the contrary, sacrifice for the sake of God Almighty increases our steadfastness, determination, certainty, resilience, and cohesion. Our military approach to targeting the Israeli enemy, whether with missiles, drones, or the naval blockade, is a continuous, steady, and escalating one. Our approach is also to support the Palestinian people in every field, to the best of our ability, and to wage this sacred battle against the Israeli enemy, which is an enemy of the Islamic nation and of human society as a whole.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that we will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.